Motivation is a lie. Stop waiting for it to quote-unquote fix your life. It won't happen. There are never the perfect conditions. Do you think Naruto Uzumaki would have been a Hokage if he simply waited for life to fix for him? Do you think Saitama from One Punch Man got through 100 push-ups, sit-ups, and squats and a 10-kilometer run every day because he had the motivation every morning? Motivation isn't gonna be there tomorrow morning. It stays for an hour and then you fall asleep. When you wake up tired, sweaty, and angry, motivation isn't gonna be there to help you get up and fix your bed. I know what you're thinking. I've heard this a million times and motivation is real. It's what got me to work yesterday and it's what will get me to work tomorrow. You're telling yourself motivation is what made Shoyo Hinata train volleyball every day. But let me ask you this. If motivation is there every day, then why don't you take a cold shower every morning? Why do you get up at 12 p.m. instead of 6 a.m.? It's because motivation is only there when you actively want it to be. Yes, motivation is what gets you to get up and learn how to edit YouTube videos. Motivation is what gets me to work out, but only when I want to. Let me tell you a story. My friend said at the start of grade 10, this year is mine. I'm gonna stop procrastinating and I will finish my work every day. He said that for a week straight. Motivation had lasted him a week. But then after the whole year was coming to an end, he realized he had so much unfinished work, so much piled up projects he had to cram into a week's worth of working and sleepless nights. Now, the same thing happened in grade 11. He said clearly to everyone, this new year is mine. I'm gonna stop procrastinating and I'm gonna finish my work every day. And you know what? The same thing happened. He procrastinated and had unfinished work. That year, he made a calendar, and at the start of the year, for the first 2 months, it said he had 1 to 2 assignments for the whole month. Mind you, he had way more, but that motivation that made him make the calendar didn't stick around to him filling out the days with work. Towards the end of the year, it piled up because yes, he still had the motivation to fill out the calendar, but he didn't do the work. He instead told himself that the work he had to do was not important. So at the start of the year, he didn't add that work to the calendar. Motivation is a lie, and he didn't realize it. He had the motivation to fill out the calendar, but because the motivation didn't transfer to him filling out the work, his brain made excuses for why he didn't have to do any of the assignments. Motivation is there. It is very real, but it's tricking your mind into thinking you shouldn't do work. Let's say you were a YouTuber and you had to complete a video and upload it as your 3rd video. The reason you started that channel was because you had the motivation to do it. The motivation got you to 2 videos, and coming down to the 3rd one, you said to yourself and even wrote down that you would finish the work by the end of the week. But now your brain knows how hard it is to make a YouTube video, so your brain is telling you, well, I'll do it tomorrow because I don't have enough time to start today. Then tomorrow comes and you tell yourself, wait, a new episode of One Piece just came out. I will watch that and then start. Now you're distracted. You are never gonna start when you rely on motivation. This method is a scam that you tell yourself to get work done. You can't live off of motivation because your brain is too strong for it. You need to rewire your brain. So instead of waiting for motivation to take you to the deep end, you do it because your brain is telling you. You have to live a life where your conscience is the sole reason you get up and finish that project. If you're still confused on what you're looking for, it's discipline. In simple terms, discipline is the ability to start and complete something you hate and don't want to do. Imagine it's like you're in an isekai anime and you just joined a guild and you know you're all powerful. You know your powers can kill 20 royal guards with a single movement of your finger. But in this anime, they don't measure you based on magic capacity. They measure you on your rank in the guild. You start off at rank F and you want to get to A rank, but the catch is you're only allowed to complete quests in the rank you are in to level up. Rank F quests involve hunting for herbs and spices. You want to fight giant monsters and dragons, but you have to do boring, mundane tasks for at least a week straight in order to level up. That's where discipline comes in. Your motivation is to get to A rank, but in order to do that, you need to do this boring job. Your motivation has now faded, but your discipline, if you have it, will be like your mind telling yourself, if you don't do this, imagine how much less you would do tomorrow. Motivation is like excitement. Discipline is like determination. Motivation is like opening that present, and discipline is like finding out that present is a skipping rope, but instead of putting it in your closet, you use it because you tell yourself it will help. Motivation is the lie that gets you started. grounded, and discipline is the fight that keeps you going. The reason you can't finish your work and the reason why my friend never followed through with his calendar is because even though he still had the motivation every time he remembered his calendar, his mind told him reasons why he shouldn't follow the calendar. If you want to get work done, you need discipline, because when you hit a roadblock, like having a workout routine but you have a cold, you will push through the hard times and stick to your new changes. Discipline will help you focus, it will help you be consistent, and it will even help get you started with doing something you don't want to do. Motivation fades and it gets weaker, but discipline is a muscle that only grows as you continue. Don't fall for this scam of motivation. It may be a good thing, but you need discipline even if you have motivation. So next time you think that you don't want to do something, remember that doing something you hate will boost your discipline and improve your life. Stay disciplined, and thanks for watching.